Everybody, it's Poochie,
Hi, it's Popsy.
and this is our very first podcast. So, we decided to do a podcast just because we produce a lot of content all the time, and the easiest way to kind of just talk about certain issues that we want to talk about in the business world, and especially e commerce, is just kind of um, start talking about them,
Yeah.
not have to go out and film all the time. So we decided to do a podcast, and the first issue we're going to talk about is one of our favorite topics, isn't it, Pops?
No.
It's one of mine. It's how Amazon steals their third-party resellers blind. So let's get into it. What am I talking about when I say Amazon steals third-party sellers blind? So we have run all sorts of Amazon accounts. We've had our own Amazon seller accounts. We've had FBA. We've had Merchant Fulfilled, which is FBM. We have had drop shipping, retail arbitrage drop shipping. We've done, I think, some wholesale drop shipping.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done literally every kind of Amazon account. We've done Amazon automation, which means we've run accounts for other people, managed them for other people, made other people money. And what has happened with just about every account on Amazon is suspension. Now, there's two reasons for this, and I'll tell you. One of them is drop shipping. We had many accounts that were Amazon really cracked down on drop shipping, and we had several accounts, client accounts, that were suspended for drop shipping. There's other reasons. Uh, we had to prove our identity. Some of them we hadn't been on in so long. They were kind of dormant accounts uh, that we weren't currently selling on, and we had, uh, I don't even know why a couple of them were suspended. They were just suspended. Um,
Yeah, I don't know why.
yeah, we don't even know why. Like
Uh-uh.
I just mouthed one to her, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't even know
I don't
why
know.
that one was suspended, but it was suspended." And once they're suspended, you have to go into the plan of action. Some of them actually were suspended for absolutely no reason. You have to go into the plan of action. Now, what does that mean? Amazon says you have to submit a plan of action. So, what happened? I'm going to turn it over to you, Betsy. So, let's talk about when Amazon suspends an account or shuts you down or deactivates you, as they like to say. What are the steps that you take? You have to do, they tell you to do a plan of action. So,
Yeah.
run me through, like,
You have to do a plan of action where you give the root cause of what happened. So you have to admit what they said you did. Or you,
but there's sometimes that they haven't even told you
right. Oh,
why the
yeah.
account is suspended.
Yeah. So you have to figure it out. So you have to write the root cause, and then you have to do the second part is immediately what you did to fix that. And then at the end, you have to do what they call like what you're going to continue to do to keep your account in good standing. Now, you can submit that over and over, rewrite it, submit, rewrite, submit.
And what they always say
They never,
is not enough detail.
yeah, but they will never tell you what they exactly want.
Right.
So it's like you're guessing what happened. So because you didn't, sometimes they don't tell you why you're shut down.
Right.
So you're guessing what happened, and then you have to tell them what you did to fix it. And then you have to tell them what you're going to continue to do, that you're not going to do it again, even though you really don't know what you did.
Right. So it's completely at their, I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Betsy handles all the POAs. She has literally sent in the same POA, the same invoices, and been declined and then been approved.
Yeah. I think it just depends on, I don't,
It depends on who's on the other
who's
end
doing
because
it.
they don't have a black and white. Okay,
No.
this is it. It's a lot of gray area in Amazon, especially when you get suspended or deactivated for Section 3, because Section 3 is their policy where you did something to hurt Amazon or our customers.
Yeah. They don't want to put their customers in danger of you.
Right. Now, also, sometimes you get shut down because, but there's actually something else that they're doing. There's a method to their madness, and we'll talk about that in a couple minutes. But another thing that they will do is they will not accept. They'll say, okay, you have to send in invoices from wholesalers, but they have to be wholesalers that Amazon approves of.
Yeah.
So we run a wholesale company. And if we send in an invoice from our wholesale company showing that the goods were purchased from our wholesale company, 100% legit, Amazon can say, no,
No.
no.
I think Amazon has so many rules and so many of the small print
Mm-hmm.
that they're like protected no matter what you do
Absolutely.
or what they do.
And here's the other thing. Even in the incidents that they're actually not protected and you could go after them, how are we going to go after Amazon's legal team?
We're just two chicks trying to sell stuff.
Mom and mom sellers here going to go after Amazon's legal team. You could have $1 million business on Amazon and still, how do you go after Amazon's legal team?
You can't find them. I think they're in the back cave.
It's like roots of a tree.
Yeah.
You're one branch. Amazon has all the roots and all the other branches of the tree. So how do you actually do that? And their terms and conditions are absolutely made to protect themselves, which is fine. But the problem that I have, and I think Betsy has with Amazon, is they're not fair.
Oh gosh,
So
not
when
at all.
you get deactivated or suspended, what happens to your money?
They hold it.
Right.
And sometimes before you get deactivated, they'll start to hold your money.
Right.
And they won't tell you why.
They have this account level reserve.
Yeah.
Okay. And suddenly on a few of our accounts, not just one, there's been at least 3. They stop paying you. They're supposed to pay you. They're supposed to do payouts every 2 weeks for what has arrived to the customer and has not had a problem. And suddenly you stop getting payouts, but your account level reserve starts growing. So it's at 1,000. Then it's at 5,000. Then it's at 10,000 and 12,000. And whenever you call into Amazon to try to see why this is happening,
they will. They don't know the answer, so they will escalate it to the team, and the team will get back to you within 24 hours.
That team,
but they never do.
They don't get back to you. Not only do they not get back to you, there's no
phone number for them.
There's no phone number for them.
There's no email for them.
There is an email for them. There is an email for one team.
But they don't answer it.
They don't answer.
Ever.
So, they just are like ostriches, or the monkeys.
It's the Oz behind the curtain.
Right.
It's like this team.
And it's not just us. It's happened to us on several accounts. But it's not just us.
A lot of people.
I want to read some of the posts on the Amazon forum. Oh, we got a dog's health.
Yeah.
I have concerns about reserved funds. I am unable to get my funds. My funds are reserved. April 16th, April 6th, this was a month ago. April 6th, suddenly all my funds went to reserve. That sound familiar?
Yeah, very.
I checked performance notification. There's nothing. I received nothing. I contacted support through the chat, and they mentioned that there's nothing wrong with your account. The account health page is shown that funds are held while your account is under review.
But they don't tell you why it's under review.
Right. And
We've
there's no
had that.
performance notification.
Yeah.
But suddenly your account for no reason is under review. This is another person. I completed a virtual interview, a video call to release my funds. That's what they want us to
There,
do on
yeah.
one of the accounts, and it's a business account. And the person whose name it is isn't with the business anymore. So basically, those thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, guess what?
We can't.
Amazon gets to keep.
Yeah.
And we're not alone.
No.
We had an account with $7,000. We had an account with $12,000. Guess what? Amazon refused to release the funds.
They're making bank.
We're just a few.
Oh, God.
Betsy called one of the big Amazon sellers' attorneys. And do you remember what they said?
Um,
They said to you, they have accounts.
oh, yeah. Because our account was like 15,000 or something.
Right.
And they were like, oh, yeah, we've got accounts, that have 150,000 or 200,000. So it was like we were small potatoes.
We were small potatoes with our
$15,000
because they have accounts and now they said Amazon has just stopped answering. Like we've been reaching out to Amazon's attorneys,
gosh.
and
For over a year.
Yeah, sometimes I think once it helped.
Yeah.
But every other time,
I think it helped when we got our attorney involved.
Yeah.
With their attorney, not alone with their attorney.
Right. When will my funds be returned? I've been receiving auto responses when I email disbursement-appeals@amazon.com. We are a small business. We are having difficulty making our payments because we cannot receive the funds. That's just one. We're just a few examples.
Many.
My funds available do not reflect. I don't know what that is. My account was deactivated and the 90-day holding period. So after they deactivate your account, you try and try and try and try
Mm-hmm.
to get it back because there goes your income, right? The Amazon account was deactivated and then they have a 90-day holding period. So they deactivate you and then they go into a 90-day holding period where they will not give you your money. So basically, they're keeping your money and collecting interest on your money.
Then after 90 days, you're supposed to be able to email disbursements at Amazon and say, hey, my account's been deactivated for 90 days. I'd like my money back. And they're supposed to, okay, but no, they don't.
That doesn't happen.
They don't.
And then on a couple of them, we've contacted the attorneys and done a demand for payment.
Yeah.
And what has happened when we've done the demand for payment on the most recent one, say? Do you remember? There's a lot of accounts.
Well, I think now we have to redo the whole virtual interview thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Now they're requiring us to do the virtual interview. So they're making us jump through
so many hoops
step that we can. And it's a business account. And like I said, the main person on that account is no longer with the company. So they can keep our money.
We tried to do that before.
Right.
With a company.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work.
No.
So
Amazon has 90-day holding period of funds. This is someone else was completed 3 weeks ago, and also Amazon had verified all the identity documents from me. But Amazon is still holding my funds. Amazon has said 2 to 3 times in recent emails that my funds will disperse. Come on now, this is a damn business podcast. On next settlement date, but I have still not received my funds. You can see the attached emails from the disbursement department. So every time Amazon is emailing this person, thank you for your appeal. We have completed the review of your account and all of your funds will be dispersed on the next settlement date. We appreciate your patience with this response. And then the next settlement date, they don't pay.
They never do.
And so then the seller contacts Amazon again and says, hey, you said you paid, blah, 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 blah. So they sent another email. Thank you for your appeal. We have completed the review of your account and all of your funds will be dispersed on the next settlement date. We appreciate your patience with this process. And still, they don't release the payment. This person has 3 emails from Amazon.
Same thing.
Same thing over and over. They say, yes, we'll release your money. Thank you for your patience. It's like Groundhog's Day from hell.
It's
Like
so
they keep saying
frustrating.
that they'll release this person's payments and they don't. Then someone else says, Amazon has frozen my funds and I only see a long journey ahead to get my account reinstated and funds released. Maybe never. You got that right.
Mm-hmm.
This being the case, can I write off the frozen funds in my tax return? Absolutely. Well, I mean, I'm not an accountant, but all business losses you can write off on your tax returns. Uh, this one says my account was deactivated in late January 2023 for drop shipping 13 months ago. I appealed unsuccessfully and waited 90 days to request funds and was also unsuccessful. They wanted lots of information. Fast forward 13 months and I requested release of my funds again. They had me go through a video appeal. So they're making everyone jump through hoops just to get their money.
That's crazy.
They asked me if the amount I was requesting was the original amount being withheld when the account was deactivated. Why wouldn't you? A few days later, the disbursement team emailed back that they would release all my funds and the appeal was successful. Here's where it gets tricky. I had a little over 5,000 in funds until the last statement of 2023. There were no chargebacks, no claims, no refunds, no everything. Then all of a sudden, in January 2024, the funds reduced to $79. Yes,
What?
$5,100 less than originally withheld. It was random. There was no explanation of the transaction except the words other. My funds being withheld just disappeared. Either way, when I requested they release the 5.2 thousand on the video calls, the guy I was talking to agreed that the amount on that was the amount on the account and took note of it. Am I wrong to assume that if the disbursement team emails me back, don't assume anything with Amazon.
Gosh, no.
Emails me back the appeal was successful, they would release all my funds that I should expect the 5.2 thousand. They initiated the deposit of $79 the same day they emailed me and deposited the $79 today, 2 weeks later. And I asked them almost 2 weeks ago, where is the rest? And haven't heard back.
Wow.
I'm highly considering escalating this, only that I find it disingenuous that they would hear me ask specifically for the release of the 5,200, approve my appeal, tell me they would release all my funds, then process to only release $79 and leave me in the dark for 2 weeks. That is what Amazon does. Any loophole that they can find to take your money, they take your money.
But they have all those loopholes already built in to the small print of all their damn rules.
Right. Okay, they do, but okay. How do I want to say this? They have it all built into the small print, but they're saying you did something wrong because in their opinion, you did something wrong.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
You did something to damage them or damage. Come on.
You need to go down.
But, oh my God. So it's their opinion. So in their opinion, they can say, well, in our opinion, you were selling DVDs that were counterfeit.
Yeah.
Okay. You can provide invoices. You can provide everything. But if Amazon still thinks that in their opinion, they believe that you were selling counterfeits, they will keep your money. So it doesn't matter if you're wrong, if you're right, whatever.
If you prove it, that doesn't matter.
It does matter if you're wrong. But if it doesn't matter if you're right. If Amazon thinks you're wrong, then you're wrong. So let's look. Okay, I understand you're concerned about the funds, and okay, this Amazon has found me to be in violation of something. This is a different seller in section 3. That is the big section that Amazon uses when they want to screw you over. I'm sorry. Apparently, according to reinstatement account specialist, This is a death warrant, and no matter what I do or provide, I will not be allowed to sell again. That's pretty much true.
True.
So this person got an email that said, I understand you are concerned about the funds. I have investigated the account regarding the funds. This is from Amazon to them. Upon investigation, I found that the team has denied the funds because after completing our investigation and reviewing the information you provided, we have determined that your Amazon seller account has been used to engage in deceptive, fraudulent, or illegal activity that harms our customers, our selling partners, and our store.
That's the best right there. Harm our customers. What?
The team has denied the funds.
Mm-hmm.
This person's screwed. They're not getting their money.
No.
So they're taking a huge loss because Amazon's stealing their money. After completing our investigation and reviewing the information you provided, we have determined, so it's their opinion, that the Amazon seller account has been used to engage in fraudulent, illegal, or harms customers or selling partners, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Without warning, they say, without warning, my account was disabled. I simply asked what item they found me being deceptive, fraudulent, or was illegal to sell. The response given is that the account health support specialists are not given that information.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot.
You can ask them
They're
until
like,
you're purple in the face.
We don't know.
So what item was, you have to provide proof, Amazon. You have to provide some sort of information to me.
Yeah.
No, they don't. They absolutely don't. The response given was that the account health support specialists are not given that information. I have filed appeals. I have done video verifications. I have waited the 90 days from account closure. Now, all I am looking for is the information on what exactly was in violation of that caused me to be blacklisted from selling on Amazon. I would like to know where the funds that will not be dispersed to me are going to go.
In their pocket.
In Amazon's pocket, my friend. Because there is nothing worse than a large company seizing money from a small company with no evidence to support their claims. I believe that is called theft or a scam in most other situations. So, yes.
In every other situation, it would.
It is theft.
Or a scam. Totally.
My account is Healthy Performance. And no, our accounts were healthy. Our accounts were great.
The last one that went down that is exactly like that. All of a sudden, it was deactivated. Why was it deactivated? Oh, you have one item that we think is a counterfeit item. One. Right. They have never shut down an account for one.
Did they tell you which one it was?
Finally. Not at first.
Right. I have not received a payment. Did they tell you or did you figure it out?
No, they told me. Okay. Finally.
I have not received a payment since December 4th, 2023. All funds are on reserve and available funds have been zero to request in a payment. So what that means is your funds, all your money from your sales that would normally be deposited out to you or that you could request a deposit if you have immediate payment on your Amazon account, which we have on several accounts. They just hold it. Your account, every item you sell, your account level reserve goes up and up and up. And Amazon, if you ask them, they just say, "Hey, everything's fine.
They will.
Everything's fine. There's no problem. Just relax." So you sell more and more and more rather than having, "Hey, send my items back. If you're not going to pay me for them, send my items back." But they won't tell you.
No.
So you just keep selling. So in the end, you end up giving Amazon, instead of 5,000, they jerk you around for so long that you're up to 12,000 or 15,000 because they've told you nothing was wrong.
They continue to sell your items.
We'll open a case. They continue to sell your items, and then they end up just basically stealing your money.
Totally.
Stealing your money. I have contacted seller support multiple times and open cases for over 2 months. Opening cases does nothing. It's
a loop.
It's like a merry-go-round, You hop on and you never get off. But customer service has said they don't have permission to forward email to the other teams. And the next thing I know, there has been no response. Additionally, I've personally sent at least 5 emails to the funds team, yet have not received any responses. That's typical. I feel confused and helpless, not knowing where else to turn for assistance. Thank you for in advance for your attention to this matter.
Look at all the people they tagged at Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that before. I have looked up like the bigwig names and emailed like every single one of them.
Yep, we had a whole list of people to send
Oh
emails to.
gosh.
Didn't work.
No.
So my account is deactivated. How do I get my funds? Our funds haven't been transferred to us for 1 month. We received an update from Amazon that there was a failure to transfer funds. We updated our bank account information. We still have not received funds. About a week ago, all the available funds in my account suddenly changed from account to account level reserved funds. That means they're going to screw you out of your money, my friend.
Every time.
Yep. No violations. Waited over 120 days. Completed video interviews. Provided every document requested. Yet I'm still on hold. So there is just person after person after person after person on here. We were going to go to another topic, but and talk more about Amazon, but we'll do that in the next video because there's just too much here from Amazon stealing people's money. So they don't have to justify it.
No.
They can do it on a whim, based on their own opinion, and then you are screwed.
Then they just say, we believe that you are doing fraudulent. That's going to harm our customers. That's their ultimate thing. Our store,
company, or our other sellers, or blah blah blah. Over a month and a half has passed since my funds were placed in a reserve. All the funds I generate are being immediately directed to the account level reserve. However, my account health and performance are in good standing. So here's the thing. If your money, number one, I retired from selling on Amazon because I got sick of them stealing my money. If you want help selling on Amazon, hey, we'll be putting out videos showing you how to sell on Amazon, how to be successful. But I'm telling you, selling on Amazon is like Russian roulette.
Oh, God. Yeah.
There is no other. I've been selling online for over 27 years, on eBay for 27 years, online for maybe more than that. There is no other place that I have found where they will literally steal your money from you except Amazon. I try to not, there's some products that we can only get on Amazon, but I try to actually not, because they've screwed me over so bad, spend money on Amazon anymore. I'd actually rather spend money at Walmart, because Walmart has never ripped me off like Amazon has. If they had done it once to one account, it would be one thing. But they've done it multiple times over the years to multiple accounts. It's getting worse. If you are selling on Amazon or thinking about selling on Amazon, I would strongly suggest against it, because your risk of them stealing from you and taking your money based on a whim, based on their opinion, etc. Let's not even talk about if you have a product. If I have a calculator and I have designed that calculator and I have put that calculator as a private label product on Amazon, we'll talk about this in another video. But Amazon has been proven they will go and get all the specs from your calculator that starts selling, and they will go get their own calculator, potentially from the same supplier that you have, okay, get it cheaper and promote their listing while throttling yours, which means not showing your listing to as many people. So they'll basically take your product and steal it from you. That's
proven.
That's what they do. You can look on Forbes, you can look on Fortune, you can look all over the internet and see proof of them doing that. But our advice is what about selling on Amazon?
Don't do it. Don't do it. No. It's not worth it.
We've lost
thousands of
No,
dollars.
tens of thousands of dollars. I'm thinking
God.
probably about $30,000 at this point, maybe more.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, and it's just theft. It's just blatant theft.
Yeah.
But unless you want to sue them and go up against their legal team, which is absolutely huge, mammoth, what are you going to do?
You have nothing.
So our advice is do not sell on Amazon. They are crooks. They go in if you are on Amazon and you are a seller, go into the forums and search for funds. Just the word funds, and you will see all of these messages from all of these people that I'm talking about. The amount that Amazon has stolen from sellers has to be in the millions.
Sickening.
Has to be in the millions because Betsy talked to the attorney,
Yeah.
the big Amazon attorney. I'm not going to mention him by name, and she said they had accounts for 150,000. I mean, I know there are other accounts that are 50,000 and more, and Amazon is just taking the money and keeping it, and you're screwed.
You are screwed.
We tried every way to get our funds out. We tried every way with our attorney to get our funds out. They still have our funds.
Yeah.
So move on, find other platforms, find other businesses.
Don't sell on Amazon.
Don't sell on Amazon.
Don't do
it's just not worth it. It's too risky. You have about, I would say, I'm seeing at least 20% of Amazon users, it seems like, are having this problem. And I know the amount of Amazon users that have problems with suspensions and other Amazon BS is actually higher than 20%. So
oh yeah.
if you're a gambler and you have a lot of money to
go to Vegas, don't go to Amazon. Go to Vegas.
You're also better in Vegas. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it. As always, we keep it real on our channel. We appreciate you, and we hope you enjoyed this. If you have comments about Amazon, please drop them below. Make sure you subscribe so you can see more of our podcasts. You did good. Good job.
Thanks.
We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.